Hey guys, welcome to another lesson of Pro Teachers Noob. Today I have with me, once again, Eric.
What's up, everybody? Same shirt and everything.
Yep. What, you mean we record these all in a bunch? Nah.
Kingdom Hearts, fill me with everlasting darkness in the interim.
But we're doing I won't say a follow-up, but continuing the trend of, last time we had Spider-Man Kingpin that had a lot of Daredevil, so it's fitting we do Daredevil Batman, which is actually the second of two Marvel DC Elseworlds. The other one we went over before, which was Batman Cap.
Right. Oh yeah, and the one big one.
Yep. And what makes this an Elseworld? We'll find that out. But this is done by the creators who did the Fall from Grace and the Fall of the Kingpin story arcs. D.G. Chichester and Scott McDaniel. You see, it was Batman. We see Batman, Daredevil, but their bad guys are Two-Face and Mr. Hyde.
Dr. Two-Face and Mr. Yeah, that joke doesn't work.
Yeah.
But a flip
Gotham
of the coin,
City,
Sunday night. Coin will.
Right. Basically, yeah, it's opened up in Gotham. Dark Knight, he's just dealing with his usual stuff.
Right.
But then it was Bruce Wayne who asked these men and women to go after the breakthrough. They got them killed. Wait, got them killed? Oh, some device had been stolen and people got killed protecting them. A bunch of scientists got killed.
Oh.
Yeah, it's from Wayne Tech's R&D division. It's a slaughterhouse.
I'm just going to flip it right throughout the whole video.
And to stop Two-Face before he just turns the discovery he stole into something dangerous. This week on Street Side, our high-profile heroes too good for low-rent crime. In the past week, violent robberies have plagued over a dozen technology supply companies in the city. Both traditional law enforcement and self-appointed vigilantes have been slow to respond. Are stolen circuit boards too mundane a headline for the Big Apple's champion of justice? This is all New York.
Well, originally Batman was in New York. Before they came up with Gotham City, so it's come full circle in my opinion.
Yep. SOP was flip a switch on. SOP was flip a switch. Get the phones ringing, grab a slice of original Rays on the way back to Central. Not tonight and never again. Shh, show a little respect. Because, the guy, he was closing a guy's eyes. Daredevil's hypersenses spread throughout the maze of cables, searching out anyone else still below, hunting for justice. Another hunter tracks the underground cold, scanning for that particular heat of a human body, a potential suspect in another act of inhumanity. Like his partner, Chaz Moletti, Moletti is equally murdered and unlikely to take part in the nightly Nick's Pizza binge. Oh, that's what these guys were going to do. They were going to get pizza, but can't anymore. The killer or killers took a life, and circuit boards made with gold-plated connectors.
Can I have that pizza?
Quickly pass your hand in front of a burning candle, and the flame will pull in the direction of the wake. Like a smoke capsule whisper and billows. And you can tell D.G. Chichester was originally a novelist beforehand, can't you?
It definitely feels that way, but the art still works.
Yeah. Eventually, the two meet up, and it leads to a fight. We get to fight right off the bat.
Let's you and them fight.
No extrasensory sensation warns Daredevil he's being stalked. The Dark Knight is that good, so he's too good even for his senses.
Oh,
but an internal radar.
Darn it! How are you always prepared? Right, I'm Batman.
Daredevil's known as the man without fear, an attitude defining certain reckless action, as in sledgehammering a defense to a perceived threat. Batman counters the only way he can, sundering force tempered with ferocious control. I had some questions. You appear intent on providing all the wrong answers. And looks more to me, throws the batarangs like you want to play catch. Hey, those look almost like his horn, don't they?
Hey, look at that.
And he catches 4 of them.
My man.
Dangerous game. It leaves your hands full. An empty-handed is just that. An empty-handed is just that. I don't need you to lay a hand on you to bring you in line. This ends now. Ease on the brakes if the ride's too rough for you. But 18-wheelers at 80 miles per hour don't stop on a dime. We're both sewer diving for the same reason, am I right? Thieves and murderers. And nothing to say to that? We could go after the killers together, or we can just kill each other. Guess where part of me's hoping you'll place your bet. So, Batman just attacks him for no reason?
Probably thought he was a crook himself.
No, I'm pretty sure he knows who Daredevil is. It just feels like they want to have it be he doesn't like Daredevil.
Remember, if this is still in the 90s, you know the phrase of Batman, I work alone, I'm not a team player. There you
right. Go. There's the what is it you think people get from these things? Pinball, Pac-Man, Primal Rage?
No. How recent is that?
Maybe it's the mind-altering electroshock ellipses of binary plastic graphics dancing on their retinas. I'm begging. Got a family. Or the congressional condemned viscerous thrill of tearing out your opponent's digital video spinal cords. Half of me, though, believes it's hope. There's hope that no matter how horrible you did last level, no matter how many deviant ways you died, one coin will get you a second chance, another shot at winning, at life itself. That's interesting and kind of deep for Two-Face thinking about arcade games.
Yeah. Don't
kill me, don't kill, because the sad truth of the day by day is that the coin can land bad side up. Do anything. Reality doesn't score high in the replayability department, James. Coins, you want money? Take it. Take it. You take my partner too literally, Jimbo. But we'll take your money, because we don't want you feeling you neglected any chance you might have had. Nice smiles. They yours? Yeah. Jenny and Allie. They're twins. We can relate. Wouldn't you say, Mr. Hyde? Get an eyeful of Jimbo's kids, Two-Face. Cute girls. Maybe I'll pay him a visit sometime. Bang, bang!
Before that, get an eyeful of you, Mr. Hyde. You're humongous.
Oh, yeah, duh, that's the point.
I know, but he was never as buff in the old comics. Jeez.
Yep, keep that blood pumping, Hyde. Tear open the rest of that hardware so we can get at the guns. Hard to believe there's money in this junk. Just like there's cyber fences who will pay the bucks out. Game machines are really highly specialized computers. They're custom microprocessors, ones and zeros, on and off, and where's decent dollar value in the high-tech back alley? Maybe back then they did. I like dollars in back alleys. You got any more of them? What'd you call them? Super drugs? All you can handle. But that's a crude term. They're more like mind boosters, jacking up perception and whatever. I'm not much for philosophy. I just like the rush. You're all right, Two-Face. Thanks for looking me up. You had just what I needed for these jobs, pal. Greed, muscle, rage, and a good head on your shoulders.
That face.
Now here's where it became an Elseworld. Turns out Harvey and Matt were in the same law school together growing up. So of course that's why we're making an Elseworld. Because you can't accept that anywhere else.
Well,
but it's one thing to have them meet. It's another to be that their histories were tied.
Right.
And of course, it turns out during all this, Harvey is such a good lawyer. He actually beats Matt in a debate.
You're kidding.
No. Matt loses by decision. That won't happen often over the course of his career. So when he does, he's got to pay attention and some grudging respect. Too bad you're heading back so soon, Harvey. You almost sound sincere, Murdoch. I am. You got a real passion for the law. Misguided, but genuine. And you just like finally having a challenge around. Well, yeah. Climb aboard, Murdoch. We still got 4 years. This may be as close as we get to the bar. No, I better not. You got to balance it out, counselor. Or they're going to extradite me from Gotham for vandalism. And I'll plea bargain. It was your clumsy blind kid, Your Honor. Okay, where's follow the clanging. But they're just messing around. But I like the idea that two were friends.
Oh, they're having fun at least.
Mm-hmm. You can go anytime now, Daredevil. If you're worried I might follow through on my threat, if you're considering sharing resources, my experience is the other side generally comes up short. So it's prove myself to Batman. Excuse me, the Batman. Two-Face and Mr. Hyde were in at that tunnel. That puts them in the lineup for the other technology jobs. Given your history, you were on Two-Face's trail knowing why, and you were on Two-Face's trail. Knowing why would help. A robbery, several murders. How did you ID the perpetrator? You're a smooth interrogator, ain't ya? Let's just say I have my ways.
Yes, you do. Supersonic radar.
Let's say you're visually impaired. And you favor your other modes of sensory input. A subtle inclination of your head when there's a sound. An extreme slight flaring of your nostrils, probably indicating olfactory acuteness. Your practice or possess sensory enhancements, making your powers of observation markedly proficient. Thanks. And thanks. Yours aren't bad either. So he figured it out, and Matt's like, ugh.
This again, I'm Batman. No,
if you won't tell me why was Two-Face.
Well, you're
sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
I'm the world's greatest detective, folks.
Yep. But he then explains him what happened. To Harvey since Matt seen him, and he brings up, of course, getting sprayed with the acid and all that.
Oh yeah, bad side up coin.
Harvey Dent's still in there. His deformity is a mask, like yours or mine. Only what he wears brings out something different. Speak for yourself. This isn't the mask I wear. I think you need to consider the man inside the monster. I'll be sure to bring that up with the victims' families. Okay, now this I don't care for. A Bruce who doesn't seem to care about Two-Face anymore. I'm not advocating leniency. I'm just saying justice and to at least offer redemption. I'm sure you're very good at whatever it is you do in this city, Daredevil. That said, sit this one out. Where are we? You drove that from Gotham? On the road, I have more
Batmobile.
I have more subtle means of moving what I want to where I want it. Redeem your dignity. Stop asking stupid questions. That son of a... Realizing he could follow him. Anyone fill you in on the alternate side of the street parking? Because I've got to tell you, if they haul this crossbred Humvee Lexus to the tow yard, it's going to be a couple of bills to cut it loose. No credit cards, cash, but I'd wager that covered under the Utility Belt Act of 1939.
When was Batman made, folks?
Yep. Considering your talent for moving what you want where you want it, I can only conclude you wanted me in your face. Not quite, but as long as you're there. Nothing's more sacred to the dark night than a human life. Very subtle. Doesn't mean he's above scaring someone to just this side of the grave. So in other words, he's playing chicken.
And
he swerves around. He blinked.
Blink.
We find a bit more. Turns out this is a neural thing that's been the project has suffered an disturbing setback. Implanting a neural net seed in a living host is unlikely to become a factory model. While higher life forms provide a brain template for growing more powerful neural net processors, the production does rupture the surrounding organic tissue. In other words, there is a way of developing a neural net processor in a brain.
Oh.
But then Harvey showed up and took it. Get my good side.
Let's have to do that. Get my good side.
Mike, knock yourself out. Precious metal, high-speed logic board. This is some serious silicon, gentlemen. And can you handle the whole fence? Not a prob. Give me some more of those cranium candies. Hey, Two-Face. Oh, then there's a go. Knock yourself out, friend. It's going to take me a few to figure your take on this haul. You boys have been busy. Idle hands do the devil's work, ma'am. I think that bad boy gets too much damn credit. It sure changes man's capacity for evil. Interesting observation, and one which you and I are well positioned to explore. Each of us between light and dark. Don't flatter yourself, Two-Face. We're not alike. I traded away any light, any relative humanity, Zabo Galvin, Zabo. I have a name. And what's left is pure basic instinct, complete indulgence, no holds bar. I've kissed goodbye all the petty restraints of morality, but you're held back by this, because when the coin comes up clean, you're as weak as the rest of the sheep. Don't ever screw with the coin. Now that's the right attitude. Ow, wash the hair. Do you two want your total in cash or wire to some account? You were told cash. We told you cash on the phone. Maybe you want to play some wire game so you can cheat us and shave us down and be long gone before we get wise. And bad mistakes, sweet cheeks. No, what are you? No one shortchanges Hyde. I'm going to wager she didn't bring cash for just this reason. She did. The hell with her and this nickel and dime job. It's been a bloody wild ride, Two-Face, but I've got a serious craving for a bigger score. Gnawing at you from the inside, huh? I've got just the thing in mind. Something special for you, Mr. Hyde, and it's really going to cook. They soon find her dead, of course, and yeah, they're not so alike as some might believe, and they're not so different that they don't both feel anguish of another life that couldn't be saved. I gotta say, that's actually a good point. Daredevil is more, when he written normally, can be very lively and more jokey compared to Batman.
Then that's true. Again, he can match Peter with his wit.
And let's give her some dignity. Already done. Wendy Myro. She liked good perfume. Calyx. Still strong. Probably on just before she wasn't expecting trouble. This jeweler's based in Greenwich. She might have been from a well-to-do Connecticut family looking for some thrills on the edge.
Connecticut guy here at
I've seen enough excitement for one night. Help me in putting an end to this. What are the missing pieces? Two-Face killed to steal a neural net processor prototype. Hold on 1 second.
What's the matter?
Just typing to someone.
In the middle of a video.
Don't worry, I do that sometimes.
Okay. Never mind. That was quick.
Sorry. I was going to say, it's a new computer model after the human brain. It's one of a kind. In the wrong hands, a crate of information age dynamite. The prototype is grown with perception, a synthetic nutrient mixed up in a batch in specialized business. And a supply of its raw ingredients was stolen from a Long Island chemical warehouse. Basically, we find out it's in Hyde.
Oh, no.
And he's pushing Hyde to access it to cook the chip faster.
Oh, boy.
Gives a more powerful processor to auction out. And, Hyde suffers a grueling end.
Ah, jeez.
Oh, boy. We then see them attacking they're getting it from one of those, basically like a Chuck E. Cheese's type place. Get wired, coffee, and it's more of one of those cyber cafes.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy, they're just shooting the whole place up.
Jeez.
Yep, it's just a typical, bad guys just doing their stuff. But you can definitely tell Hyde is getting more and more agitated. He keeps popping those pills.
He's drooling for those pills. Jeez.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. Remember, kids, addiction is no joke.
Yep. Keep living for the moment, big boy. You're about ready to pop. Looks like a breeding ground for vermin back here. Who'd you bribe on the Board of Health to let you open this dump? Ah! Get against the wall. Stay out of the way. What the hell are you? A rodent. Gossomitis and irritationus.
I get it.
It was the cow at the keyboard, wasn't it? She got off her she-male shriek. Smart agent, software trolls the internet, and software trolls the internet, programmed to look for key phrases, names, descriptions. Smarter than you, Two-Face. You should know by now that's not getting you anywhere with me. I wouldn't think of it, not after how long we've known each other. But with complete strangers, I could be more callous. And Betty jumps in. Get him, Mr. Hyde. Oh, yeah. Good bones and still crack knives and loud.
Yeah.
Maybe callous doesn't quite say it. Maybe I should have said savage. And in comes Daredevil.
Yeah.
Grease fire. Nasty. Looks like you just added arson to your charges, Harvey. You're dangerous as that thing. Let me show you what I can do with it. In trouble getting here, Daredevil? You should have ridden with me. Maybe I would have if you hadn't sped off to play this your way. Then again, probably not. I've seen the way you drive. How's it hanging, Hyde? Good bones. Are you going to take that guy and that from a guy in the cape? Even a pathetic Robert Louis Stevenson knockoff like you deserves to be abused with a bit more style. You'll both die slowly, especially if we're waiting on you to do it. I think he's been properly motivated. We now break to the side. I'm gonna tear you both a new. Everyone out. He looks scary, but he means well. I'm pretty sure. No, this is my score. My big score. The only score here is Two-Face's. He put an organic computer chip in your head to misuse your brain, your body like an incubator. I've read your jacket. You're supposed to have punched a punch that can put Superman into orbit, but that extra muscle is being diverted inward to feed your partner's double cross. And key to that betrayal is the fact you're expendable. Two-Face! Truth hurts, and those two are supposed to be the good guys. But if it's pain they're after, let's spread the joy. I just want to make movies. Ever consider a career as a hostage boy? It's gratifying, if short-lived. Clear out of here.
Jeez.
You treated me like a rabid dog, Two-Face. Now I'm betting if I really cut loose, really foam at the mouth, it'll smoke the crud you stuck in my skull. What do you say, brat? Help me out here. I heard you're in the movies. I'm a big Herschel Gordon Lewis fan myself. Ever see 1 in 10,000 Maniacs? Seems like overkill to me. One can do the job just fine. I could use a hand here, Daredevil. Are you going to let the boy die, Harvey? Hyde slipped his leash, so why not? There's nothing left in it for me. And where do you get off calling me Harvey, Hornhead? You've got to balance that out, counselor. What did you say? Your plan's gone to pieces.
The line comes back.
Yep. Your plan's gone to pieces. Another random death just adds to the imbalance. Rein it in. Control both sides by doing something right. Hurry. Can't hold him. Having fun, Batty?
I don't think he is.
Where's my coin? We'll let the coin decide. Screw the coin. Let the man make the call. District Attorney Harvey Dent, who believed in special circumstances and embracing the greater good. This, from the lab, is what to cancel the neural net, knock out the subject while he recovers. Say goodnight, Gracie. And you two have been lucky so far, Daredevil, but once that's run dry, then you start to bleed. It's not working. The hypo takes a code to unlock the reagent. Two-Face could have changed it to anything. Anything. It's blue, red, green. Uh-oh. Well, let me help. Say goodbye to your purest body. Give this bad boy his damn credit. No one shortchanges Hyde. You all right? You all right? I really just like Disney movies, you know? I thought you were a risk taker. Don't make any mistake about me, Red. Anything that happened here tonight was simply the last of Harvey Dent. Then rest in peace. Ooh. So, yeah, we then see Foggy and Matt being met up at this one place in Gotham. You know, a bit of a party going on. Of course, Foggy goes up to meet the ladies. Excuse me, aren't you Bruce Wayne? My name's Matt Murdock, the lawyer. Yes, I know you by reputation, although I almost feel we've met before. I hadn't realized you were blind. No trouble getting around, though, I see. I'm comfortable with my position, Mr. Wayne. It's good to know your place, Mr. Murdock. I was interested in some research Wayne Tech did a while back. It involved how a person's physiology could shift under different psychological conditions. Almost like one man was really two. That turned out to be a bad end, but a nice tax write-off.
A dead end, you mean?
Dead end. If you're here looking for new clients, let me say that Gotham City can be a dangerous place. And Right, and I'd advise against taking your business here. I'm afraid you're a bit too subtle for me, sir. Don't come to Gotham, Murdoch. Why, Mr. Wayne, are you daring me? Oh boy, I think that end is a typo.
Yeah, what the?
Yeah, somehow it got printed up there.
What?
So, what did you think?
This one's a bit more film noirish, I think.
It was.
Though with the more, though still with the superhero action on the side.
Yeah, but I gotta say, Batman and Daredevil just fighting it out for no reason just didn't make sense.
I think it did. You're just missing it, but that's just me.
Maybe, but I did think the fact that Two-Face was just using Hyde made sense.
And they don't call him Two-Face for nothing.
And I did like once the two finally worked together. They kept butting heads still, but
yes.
I like seeing this as a Matt who's not the brooding Matt. This is more the happy-go-lucky fun Matt.
Yeah, Dad, I wish they would come back. Brooding Matt is starting to wear thin again.
True, but I thought the artwork was really good.
For the record, folks, I've never seen the Netflix show, so
right.
I know it's on Disney Plus. I have a subscription. Maybe.
Well, he did bang She-Hulk in the She-Hulk show.
Can we not talk about that show?
Okay, but still, though, I thought the artwork was very good.
The artwork was good, yes.
Not as good as Romita Sr. in our last book, but what can top that?
It's Romita Sr., the guy who made romance comics, is segue into the regular comics.
Right, but I would say, but I will say though, I think the coloring is what throws it a little.
A little. There's a lot of yellow lights in this.
Yeah. But again, I thought this was clearly Daredevil's book with Batman along for the ride. Even though Two-Face was the main threat, was Hyde at the secondary, this was clearly about Man and Two-Face, let's be honest.
Sure.
And I did like, again, the whole idea of the two being friends. It works and explains why this is an Elseworld.
It does, actually.
And it helps that
it shows the compare and contrast to the both of them take as lawyers.
Definitely, one is more of a, and the fact that Matt and that Harvey beat Matt in a debate makes sense when you really think about it. Between the two of them, Matt's more of an open heart type of person, whereas Harvey is more of a calculating kind of lawyer.
Very calculating.
And I don't think he would let his heart get the better of him in a case compared to Matt. So overall, what would you give this? I give this an 8, a 7 or an 8.
I give it a 7 as well.
Yeah, because it's not perfect. It's fun, but it's also like a really wordy.
Well, so was the last book.
True, but this one was even wordier, if you ask me.
Which is odd because Stan can get very wordy.
Yeah, but again, like I said,
more out of a necessity back then.
Right, but like I said, this is Cheshire, clearly a novelist.
Yes.
All right then. Well, thank you for joining me on this one.
Well, I would like to say for the record, I would prefer a wordy as it is, I prefer a comic that I buy for $1 and get like 30 minutes out of than a comic today that's decompressed and I spend $5 and I'm done in 3 minutes.
Right.
Yes.
Well, anyway, thank you for joining me, Eric. Thanks everyone else, and we'll see you all in the next one. Take care.